Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Thanks for jumping on, legend.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I will
Hello,
always jump
everybody
on
else, too.
for you. I mean, for you, I'll jump on whenever. Mike,
Boy.
I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I love Mike. I love Mike.
I love
T.
Mike. Mike's great. Hello everybody who's watching. Hello everybody who's watching after the fact. Welcome back to In the Club. It's like forever, at least 3 weeks, I would say, since we've done a stream together. So we're back, baby.
We've been busy. It's been busy, real life craziness going on. But it's always good to be back here talking to you. So I'm excited.
For sure. Yep. Head on over to Tyrone's page, check him out, give him a sub. He's got so much stuff to talk about. We'll touch a little bit on it today. I'm just going to do this one real quick before I get to you, Drew. Hey, Marley. Marley's at the cinemas, so he's snobbing us to go watch a movie like cool kids do.
Hi, Marley.
So, hi, Marley.
Hopefully
bye,
my
Marley.
life gets easier and I can join. We could do something together soon, too. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. That would be cool. I mean, he keeps telling me all the time, let's watch Fast and Furious. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time. And then I sit here and I look at this list today about what we're talking about. Don't have time, but I've watched like 7 new shows in the past week.
I look, my proof that I have no time is I haven't finished the fucking Last of Us. You know how much I loved it. I love The Last of Us. Like this, I have 1 episode left and I'm like, God, please. I know today's your day, but give me this day. Let me have time to fucking watch this finale. Like after I'm done with this, I gotta go to Secession. It's like work now. Like, and that's what's so weird about what we do here. We're trying to make content. It's like watching TV shows and movies is almost like a job. You're like, I need a fucking schedule to watch a TV show.
100%. Yeah, I'm so with you there. And then obviously, like having kids on top of that is just crazy. I was messaging my friend and I'm like, I'm going to game this weekend, man. Like, I'm going to pump out some gaming this weekend. And come 8 o'clock, I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We were talking about like bedtimes and like the other day I went bowling with my friends and hanging out and we stayed out till like 11:30 and I was like, yeah, you guys, we're not double dating again for a month, okay? Like you're banned. Like, oh my God, it's way too late.
Yeah, definitely. Good news, everybody. Drew saw Goodfellas recently. You know what? Everybody tells me about how good that is. I've not watched it.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh God. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know it's like classic. I haven't seen it.
Nah. There's that, and what was the other one? And it's got good in it.
Good Time.
Like a Nah.
That was
The
really
Godfather. Everyone's like, how do you not watch The Godfather? I'm like, nah, nope.
The Godfather is pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. That's my face being like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Lies. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie and sit here and say I'm going to watch either of them because, to be fair, I'm probably not.
I mean, they've been out for like what? 50 years
70
and you haven't
years.
watched them? Yeah, exactly.
But I'll watch it this week, I promise.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. What we are going to talk about, though, is what we've watched recently.
We're going to talk about sex a little bit, some education.
We can start
Let's
with
talk
that
about
then,
sex,
okay?
baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I was going with Shazam, but okay. All right.
We'll start with Shazam. Wait, you saw Shazam?
I saw Shazam, yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah, I didn't really want to. Hey! Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining. I didn't do like a review for it yet, so I thought maybe this stream would be good to talk about things that, to be fair, I probably won't have time to do a review on because they're quite far back now. Maybe I will, but maybe not. Probably the last person in the world to review Shazam, so it's probably not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in your defense, I think that it does. Up to you, but I think it would be nice to hear like your opinion and voice because it's a lot of people are just like myself are waiting for it to hit streaming, and apparently it just hit streaming like a couple of days ago, which is like, and that was sort of why I was like, it doesn't make sense. Like, dude, it was in theater for like what, 2 weeks and it hit streaming, like not good. Like not a
Right.
good sign for the movie industry per se, you know, like because there's been this big battle back and forth. Oh, streaming, movie theater, streaming, and I did want to see it, but like I said, I've just been super busy, and my buddies weren't there too. But let us know, what did you think?
So you haven't watched Shazam, is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I have not seen it.
Mate, we're starting this stream not very strong. You haven't finished The Last of Us. You haven't watched Shazam. You tell me you haven't done Mario. What are you here for?
Listen,
Where's my other buddies?
listen. I got fuck you, okay? Listen, you don't want to know my life schedule. Waking at 7 a.m. and
I
then
already
ending
do.
work at
Come on,
8
me too.
p.m. a week straight. Dude, I'm surprised I even got the energy to be here tonight. Like, fuck. But no, the reason why I'm here is because I want to hear what your thoughts are on some of these things. I'm basically an audience member. I get to hang out with Jamie Lee, the famous Jamie Lee now. And
You just want to be here
you know,
live.
yeah, exactly. I'm a live audience guest tonight. So
yeah, I'll
but
take
no,
it. I'll take
I
the
did want to
compliments,
see
my friend.
Shazam, so I do want to hear what your thoughts are for sure.
Yeah, I really liked it. I don't see what all the hate is about it. I would have recommended to you to go and watch it on the big screen. So that's a little bit of a shame that you're going to wait and go see it, you know, streaming wise. But
Oh, you don't think it's
I
gonna
thought it
have the
was
same
really.
effect?
I don't think so because yeah,
Huh.
I got a lot of enjoyment out of watching it on the big screen. So yeah, but
Well,
anyway, I thought it was really good.
yeah,
A little bit.
it's still in theaters some places. I tomorrow is probably the only time I'll actually have. It's a Monday, which is random, but to go. So I was thinking I might see John Wick instead, because John Wick is like, you know, I've been telling you how much I love it, and like that's my point. It's like,
Everybody
dude,
has.
everything I want to see, I have not had time, so it's been really bad. But I really liked Shazam, the first one, so I was like sort of surprised that people. I heard mixed reviews. I heard some people liked it and some people didn't, but like, I don't know, like it's the cast is like it's a really nice ensemble, right?
Yeah. I was really at first I was like Helen Mirren as a villain. Come on, like come off it, you know. And then when she was on screen, she just dominated. Like she was so good. And I mean Lucy Liu was sort of held back a little bit, but I'm not going to be super picky, man. You go in, know what to expect with that, you know what I'm saying? And you're going in for some fun mindless crap, and that's what you come out with.
Can I ask for like
decent, not great.
Can I ask for a slight spoiler? Like, do you think Shazam is going to return in the DC universe?
So you want spoilers or you don't?
No, yeah, I do. It's okay. Like, do you think he will return?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a real shame because I thought that the ending, the way that they were sort of closing in on it, spoilers, sorry, anybody who hasn't watched Shazam, the way that they, people are coming in. What's happening?
Hello, Mr. Tyler.
Hey, John.
Yeah, it's Easter, so
hey Tyler. Yeah,
she's got her bunny ears on. All I got is my big ears to represent Easter here. So
I actually brought eggs in too because I said to Jace, "How funny would it be if like I replied to everything with like excellent?" You know what I'm saying?
Excellent.
Oh, and he's like, "That's fucking lame." I was like, "Okay, I'll just put my Easter eggs down."
Oh my god.
Yeah. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Have a good day. Night.
So
not
Tyler
Zachary's
says
version.
not Zachary's version.
I don't think Gunn will bring him back. You know what? The difficult thing with that is that they're friends. You know, they're really good friends. So he, I don't know. I think he'll definitely come back. But it was really hard because Zachary was really immature. And Asher, who was the kid version of Shazam, was really mature. So they were like roles reversed, and it was really hard. And it's like, if you have this kid who's, at the moment, he looks like he's pushing it to be a kid. Like he looks, getting older. He's looking like a man when he's supposed to look like a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much longer that they can keep pushing that,
No, I get what you mean there. I totally.
But there
get
was a really good opportunity. I love it. See, someone appreciates Easter, Tyrone. Get with the times.
Listen. You guys are gonna just throw all
Oh,
your Easter
excellence
on
kind of
me.
lame.
Oh,
Okay.
I look. I'm not anti-Easter. I just, I didn't know that we all collectively loved Easter like it was Christmas. This is brand news to me. That's fine.
I mean, it's not as good as Christmas because, the Queen wasn't born then. So technically it's not nowhere near as good. But I mean, we get to eat chocolate
Oh my
eggs
God.
for breakfast. Does it get any better?
Yeah, that's
Apart
true.
from my birthday, does it get any better?
That is fair.
So sorry, let's get back to here, Tyler. So not Zachary's version. So there was a really good opportunity at the end of that for them to close the chapter. Like I really thought, oh, he's not coming back. This is their goodbye. Nah.
Yeah.
And they revived him back into the
Universe.
DC universe, you could say.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
oh man, they were bold, but not very bold.
That's kind of lame. Like, but I think it's a weird time at DC, so I get it. Zachary Levi, that's his name, right? He seemed pretty pissed. Like he was on Instagram a lot, talking about the people should see this movie. They're not seeing it. It was really great and all this stuff. Like DC's just in a weird place right now. And I think, like you said, because they are friends, it's like they want to keep that door open. And I think this Flash movie that's coming out is going to be really, that's how they're going to decide who they want to pull and bring in. And, Mr. James Gunn worked at Marvel, and I think he knows that Marvel has that trick up their sleeve down the line. So if he pulls that trick before Marvel does, then it sort of has less of a surprise or wow factor in the Marvel universe. So I definitely think that if they did that, it's possible that Shazam may end up in their universe. And also because he's like, it's an old man and a kid, it just works, right?
Does it?
Oof.
What's Shazam 2? Now, again, I really liked it. So I'm not going to sit here and be one of those people that were like, oh, this is wrong. Because the only thing that was wrong is it went on a little bit too long. Like, other than that, you can't complain about that. You go there, you watch a fun movie, you walk out. The end, I mean, you get to see some hot girl in there. So come on. No one's complaining about that. Anyway.
Right.
My question is for Shazam 2, how are the parents in this one? Because I love the parents dynamic. The parents are in it quite a lot, actually. I was really impressed. And I can't remember the guy's name at the moment, but one of the guys is Jerry from The Walking Dead. So I'm like, yes, any time with Jerry is a good time. So, yep, family's in there.
Can I ask a question? Are you like a Walking Dead fan?
Nah, what's that?
Oh my God.
I'm so proud, man. There's been at least 2 people in the past, I would say 2 weeks, but that have been like, I've started The Walking Dead, I'm on season 2, blah blah blah, and one girl has finished it. I'm like, that a girl. I'm spreading this Walking Dead cure throughout the world, and that makes me a happy girl.
I legitimately just uploaded a video 30 minutes ago on my YouTube page, and I don't like to promote myself too much. This video is 1 minute and 38 seconds long, and it says why you should start One Piece before it's too late.
Oh, fuck off! I'm gonna
no, fuck off, no. Listen, the feeling. Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?
Yeah.
Do you remember where the feeling of watching Endgame? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you, Jamie Lee, with One Piece, when this big Endgame moment happens in a year to 2, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have went and watched." Did you like the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, but I wasn't sitting there mind blown.
What? That's insane.
I'm just trying to defend myself.
I know. You think animation. You hate animation. Not that's strong. You don't like animation because you think it's for kids. But let me tell you,
you're coming in way too hot for that. You're coming in way too hot for that. Speak to Jace, not me. I've never said I hated animation. You're just coming at me hot because I talked about Easter, and I'm like, "Where's your fucking ears?" And you're like, "Bitch, get out of here." I will watch an anime for you one day. I totally promise. I've got a huge list.
Taco says it's already too late. There's a 2,000 episodes. No, because the episodes look. No, that okay. There's like 1,200. But listen, the episodes, Jamie,
it's getting better.
Listen, the episodes are like 15 to 17, 20 minutes. But like, it's one of those things where you're gonna be like, fuck, I want to keep watching. I've never. It's like that episode in SpongeBob where Squidward eats a Krabby Patty for the first time. It's like he keeps going and going and everyone I know, my friend started One Piece 4 months ago and he's on episode 700. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Bless the poor thing. He probably has no life. I've got a lifetime.
He's a chef. He's like he works at a Michelin restaurant. Like this guy's like, I mean, Jamie Lee, I'm telling you, like if you just watch one episode, that's all I ask. Just one. It's legit 20 minutes. One episode, okay. I promise you. Tyler, one episode.
Have you started The Walking Dead yet?
Well, no, because I mean,
Sorry. Have you? Let's hear that one more time. Have you started The Walking Dead yet?
Here's my rebut. Which Walking Dead? The video game, the TV show? Like, I mean, isn't there like 17 spinoffs? I don't even know where to begin.
I'm so sorry, guys. Me and my bestie here are just having our.
We missed each other. It's been a while. Yeah,
we're just having our weekly dispute on air here. Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the deal. Here's our promise. Before the next stream, you're going to watch one Walking Dead, and I will watch one Piece.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that.
Promise. We'll lock it in.
Yours is going to be like an hour, and mine's going to be like 15 minutes. So yeah, but we can do that.
Well, shh. And Tyler, I'm just trying to defend myself because this guy's being mean. So I do love the Spider-Verse, and it maybe blew my mind. I'm just trying to undercut it a little bit.
I'm poking her a little bit here. She's but Taco, no, it that's when it becomes like that. Like if you get to episode like around 300, I know you're never gonna stop. But like before that, it's like you literally will cry watching this show. It's like one of those type of things. You'll cry. You'll be like, oh my God, why am I crying over this thing? There's like, you will literally cry. Jamie Lee, I know you. You will be in tears, girl.
Probably.
You'll be in tears. Oh my God.
I would just cry. Tissues and then I'll start.
Yeah, like, I don't even want to spoil anything because it's just like, have you ever cried over like, no, I can't even say anything because it's that good.
Okay.
But where can I watch One Piece? So One Piece is available on Crunchyroll. I believe there's like a free tier, but you can also watch it on Netflix if you got Netflix. There's also a website called realgood.com. I'll put it in the chat for you. If you go to realgood.com, you can search any TV show. So you want to watch The Walking Dead, you type in realgood.com, search there, and then of course I do. AMC. Yeah. But because we're all in different regions and countries, it's in different places. So that can be kind of tricky sometimes. Like we were having a whole conversation about HBO Max. Like you don't have that, right?
Well, we do, but it's classed as binge. So it's our version of that. And same with some other things. Like I think you guys have Peacock and we call it like Stan. So it's like same, but different.
Different, yeah.
But speaking of starting things, segueing back on in. After our little tiff, soz love you bye. I did start something, and it was a show that you cannot put down, and it's called Beef. Have you heard of it?
Oh,
it's not One Piece.
Yes, I wanted to start that. And I might. Is it really good?
It's really, really good. I mean, I knew I would like it anyway because Glenn, my Walking Dead's in there, but he's hilarious. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a fan of Ali Wong, so I was like, oh,
neither am I.
In it.
Yeah.
But she's fantastic. Like she's really good in it.
Oh,
and
nice.
Again, you're talking about One Piece, like you just keep going and going and going. I mean, they're half an hour, but they feel like 15-minute episodes. They feel super quick.
I love that.
It's great to watch, man.
Yeah.
And you can't put it down. Like you're like, oh, what do they do next? And the humor in it is really funny. Like for a serious show, it's really funny. So I think you should jump on board that after you jump on board The Walking Dead episode 1.
I will definitely.
Yeah, that's one that you would enjoy.
David Cho was in it. He plays the guy Isaac. He's this artist. He's super creative, super cool guy. So was he good in that? I don't know if you
I think he's
remember
the
him.
husband. Let me Google him. David,
Isaac?
was it? What did
David
you say?
Choe. Choe. He has a really cool Instagram and like
Oh
TikTok.
no, he's the uncle.
Mm.
Yeah, he's in it for a little bit. He comes in at maybe episode 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Oh yay. I started watching Shadow and Bone. Jace watched that. He really liked season 1. I got screeners for season 2, and then I was like, how many episodes? And there was quite a lot. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not starting too far in. But Beef was good. What did you think, John? Did you like it? Have you finished it? I'm not going to sit here and wait for a reply. We'll continue. It's really good, Tyrone. Jump on in. Yeah, it's really good. Oh shit.
So
Tyler, Attaboy.
Oh, Tyler. No. It's I think that's the problem too with like just in general with like the streaming now is everyone like you feel like you gotta binge everything, but like it's really like I take breaks from One Piece where like I had like maybe 2 or 3 weeks I just didn't watch and I got back into it. And like, there's like anything, and you're always like there's some parts you're gonna like be like, I don't know if this is for me. But then you take a little break and then it gets good again. Like and so that's why I really like it. But we don't need to get into One Piece too much. What else did you watch, my dear friend?
I started. Oh, okay, I did have a thing up. So we did Shazam.
Did?
After
Yep.
Shazam, I watched Dungeons and Dragons. Have you watched that one?
Matt was just raving about that. No, I thought it was a little bit out of my wheelhouse, to be kind. Wasn't really my thing. The actors in it, I'm not a big fan of, but he told me that it was really, really good. He plays Dungeons and Dragons. He said that he thinks that it's certainly something that they can keep growing the universe based on some of the characters and things that they mentioned. So I think I'm going to check this out. He said he was a really good blockbuster. So kudos to Matt. Yeah.
Can we just get a quick little who don't you like in the cast? Because that's a pretty epic cast, my dude.
Here at the Circle Club, we try to be as positive and
we're not going to start hating on people
and happy here. But Chris Pine, he's okay.
Chris Pine, come on, man.
Hugh Grant, kind of a douchebag.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life. Never.
But it was like Justice Smith. I walked out of the Pokemon movie.
Dude, he's great.
I know this is a different side. This is a different side of me where I'm not being so positive. But
I was going to say you're coming in hot with the hate today, mate.
I know, but like I'm just trying to be honest. Like the motto is just be you, and it's not that I really like the guy from Bridgerton, reggae.
Jean Paul. It's not Jean Paul.
Sean Paul. Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. But no, I think Chris Pine and Justice. It depends on them. It's like hit or miss for me. Okay. But yeah.
All right. Well, if anyone's watched Dungeons and Dragons in the comments, let me know because I haven't played it ever. I watched the trailer and I thought, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And they do a really good job of explaining it to people that have never played the game, that do not know this world at all, and filling you in super quickly to understand what's going on. You fall in love with the cast completely. Like,
yeah.
The cast were really great. Sorry.
Yeah, what I can say is truth, like I'm not blowing smoke up your ass here. Like I thought that when I saw the cast, I was like, these people, I feel like they fit this world. It feels like they fit this world. Like the casting felt right. And that's what made me like want to watch. And then, I was like, oh, I'll go watch with Matt, but he wouldn't watch with his Dungeons and Dragons fan. So so I was like, all right, well, I don't know if I'm going to go
fit
alone.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I've played D&D. It looks fun, but I'm holding out for next month. Fair enough. Cool. Is it going to streaming next month, is it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did it have like that blockbuster watch it in theater kind of thing? Because that's how Matt sort of described it.
I think so, but I thought the same thing about Shazam, and everyone's like, I'm going to wait for it to come to streaming. So I'm like, okay, maybe we'll just avoid the cinemas, guys. We'll just watch it at home with our popcorn.
You're keeping the cinemas open, aren't you?
I mean, to be fair, I'm getting screeners for it, so I'm not even paying. But yo, anyway.
Oh yeah, I
good
forgot
fun,
who I was talking to. Oh my god, I apologize. Yeah, yeah. You
Cheeky
know,
brag. Sorry about that.
some of us don't have the luxury of being invited by Paramount Pictures.
I love my Paramount. Anyway, all right, so let's get back to this. So Dungeons and Dragons was great. I'm gonna move along from that. There we go. I'm so
our busy
let me come
Aussie
back.
family just mentioned Super Mario.
Oh, it's gone. Whatever. Anyway, I'm super proud to talk about this. Oh, Tammy's watching it in 3 hours' time. Let's shove that up. Woo!
Yeah, so I said perfect
Have
timing.
fun with the boys. I'm really proud to talk about this one because
I'm excited.
I took Chelsea to go see it, as you know, because I sent you a million pictures. And I was really, really proud because,
by the way, because I saw someone comment on one of your videos that they didn't know that you had a daughter. That is your daughter. Yeah. Like for some reason, like I think people just, they didn't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's because of my youthful looks or something.
Probably, honestly.
Oh no. I have a daughter and I tried for a very long time to have a daughter. So I'm extremely proud to brag about that in general. But also, I took her to the movies for the first time, which was really, really special because obviously movies are our thing.
I'm gonna cry. Stop. Fuck.
And we watched Super Mario Brothers and it was really, really good. And the movie kept a 3-year-old entertained. They kept her entertained. And we sat right at the front, and at the front of our theaters, there's these beds. They're called day beds, and it's literally a freaking bed. So cool. And I thought we need to purchase them because we need to be far away from people in case she's talking or carrying on. And she was really good up until about halfway, and she's like, "Mom, I'm bored," and I was like, "Shush!" Like side-eyeing her. You want to get a smack? Nah, jokes.
Eat your candy.
Yeah, eat the popcorn. Anyway, so yeah, about halfway through, and then there was like this Elsa moment with Princess Peach, and oh my gosh, captivated. She was. Oh my god, she was fine. It was really, really good. There's so many people complaining that it doesn't have heart, it doesn't have a plot. You're going in to watch a Super Mario Brothers movie.
You just want to see them. Yeah.
How much plot do you want? You know what I'm saying? There is a simple plot. Sure, I'll be kind and say simple. But man, what do you want? Come on.
I mean, I want to see Mario save Princess Peach. I want to see Mario go against Bowser. Maybe there's a couple other Nintendo characters that pop in. Like, I mean, it's Mario.
Yep.
Don't overcomplicate Mario.
No, and they do a really good job. They make Princess Peach like this empowering woman who can also fight, and you know, she has to do what's best for the people. Things like this, you know, like there's a good message behind it. Family is very much so behind it. You get to see Mario and Luigi's family, and I know we talked about this. I'm pretty sure it was you and not Mike, but ages ago when we were complaining about the voices. Actually, maybe it was Mike. Now I'm thinking about it.
It was me as well.
And we were talking about how we wanted the actual voice of Mario and Luigi to be
like the Italian,
to be Mario. In this movie, and that it wasn't fair. Sorry, do you want to do that again?
I don't, but go ahead. Yeah. I'm not. Okay, I'm not your dancing puppet. Down. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you are. What are you talking?
I know you run. I know you run Hollywood now, but like, listen, you know, you're gonna have to get an audition with me.
Bloody hell. Anything is better than the '90s version. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but the trailer looked scary.
But that's really cool that they did that, because one thing that's always confused me about Princess Peach is like, if you played any of the games, like she could kick ass, she could do things. So like, you know, she's not always this damsel in distress kind of thing. So that's interesting to hear that. But yeah, I don't really think I would want this plot to get too out of hand and all over the place. I want to ask you a question sort of related, since you said this was your daughter's first movie. I think about it all the time. I don't have kids, but my imaginary
sorry, I just had to put that up. Makes me laugh.
Mario. But no, like when it makes me think about how like because when I have kids one day, I'm like, oh, what's the first song I'm gonna let them hear? Oh, what's the first movie I'm gonna hear? Like, it's a silly thing because obviously it's like, it to them it's just another thing, right? But I think about it a lot. And the first movie my parents ever took me to was Toy Story, and weirdly enough, like subconsciously, for a long time, that was my favorite movie. It's my favorite
Yeah.
movie. I still think it's one of the best Pixar movies. So I'm curious. We'll have to get an update in a couple of years to hear, like, is she she want all the Nintendo stuff? Does she want to play the games now? And what was your first movie? Do you remember, or did your parents ever tell you?
Yeah, The Lion King. That's the first
Ah,
memory I have of watching a movie with my parents. Yeah,
mm.
beautiful, iconic.
the first the first actual memory I have, this kid in first grade, he invited the whole class to his birthday to see Finding Nemo.
Oh, beautiful. That's
Yeah. So
cute.
where all these so the school was like, they decided to take us all like on a field trip. His
Oh,
parents must have
cute.
had some money because shit.
Yeah, a lot of kids, a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
John's was Batman.
First movie was Batman '89. Oh, okay, okay. I actually watched that for the first time. Is that the Michael Keaton one? I watched it for the first time about a month or two ago, and I was very much so blown away. Very good.
Are you going back and watching like a lot of DC stuff to try and catch up for James Gunn stuff? Because I found that
No,
I'm wanting to do that. You know?
no. Well, I mean, I just honestly I grew up as a DC kid. Like Marvel to
Yeah,
me was like sort of like eh.
next
Like,
level. Yeah.
until Iron Man happened. Like I was really a big DC kid. I love Smallville. But I am reading the that large comic of Batman, and boy, let me tell you, the Batman that this guy has coming, holy shit, it's gonna be
Yeah, I
amazing.
remember you telling me. Yeah, the
Um,
Bold and the Brave one. Yeah, you were like, you need to
yeah,
watch this. You
it's
need to read this
yeah,
comic
yeah,
or
it's
something.
yeah, it's super quick and easy. Like each comic is like maybe like 20 pages max. So but like the concepts are really cool. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. Knowing how much you like some other shows, let's just say.
Okay. We will see.
Oh,
So
Tammy.
Super
Oh,
Mario. Toy Story was your favorite man. I feel old. Superman with the Christopher Reeves. Hey, there's no age limits in this. We love all of you. So
no,
yeah,
no.
everyone's welcome to
I'm
this.
just a
No
bad bay,
restrictions
pretty
at all.
much. Then to like, yeah, that's all. That's the way I see it.
Yeah,
I'm a
same.
youngin. Well, you're a princess. It's different. You're a Barbie and a princess.
I'll take both.
Yeah.
So anyway, Super Mario was really, really good. And then after that, what did I watch after Super Mario? Oh, do you want to talk about some of your stuff? Do you want to talk about Air? You went and watched Air, did you?
Sure. So I don't know if you all have seen Air, but I watched it
Nope.
yesterday or the day before, and Air, they sort of talk about it like, I mean, I'm curious. You're in Australia. Is the Michael Jordan shoe sort of like a big thing in Australia
Mm,
too?
yeah. My brother bought like, is it Air Jordans or Air Maxes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something?
Air
Yeah,
Jordan, yeah, and Air
that's
Max, yep,
like
yep.
big. And then he sold one of the pairs. Sorry, I'm still getting better. I sound better, but like I'm still a little bit
Mhm.
coffee. And he sold a pair the other day, like secondhand, like he's had them since ages,
Yeah,
and he sold them for like $210 or
ah,
$220. And I said to
I
mum,
believe it.
"Who the hell bought secondhand shoes for that much money? Yuck!" And I'm like, "Are you sure it wasn't for something else that he bought?"
Yeah,
And
yeah,
my mum's
yeah,
like, "No, I saw him hand over the shoes," and I was like,
yeah,
"Okay." So they're
yeah.
a big
It's
deal, man.
sneaker culture in America is always been a huge thing, but like over the last 10 years, it's just blown up, and it's like it's this whole market, and like you see people buy the old shoes that your brother has, and like they'll like rehabilitate them and stuff and like paint them to get them fresh and clean. It's really interesting, but pretty much Nike, the story goes, they talk about Michael Jordan, but it's really a story about how Nike grows. And basically there was Converse, um Adidas, the German company, and then
Mm.
Nike. And Nike at the time only owned 17% of like the sport share in basketball shoes. And so they took this huge risk on Michael Jordan, because usually you get like six athletes you spread your money across, and they put all their money into Michael Jordan. They were like, if this guy fails, we fail with
We
him.
fail. Yeah.
And we all know Michael Jordan, and now the company, and I think the deal was $250,000 at the time. Now Michael Jordan gets $400 billion a year from just selling shoes. So it's
Insane, hey.
but Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, phenomenal together. The cast is really good. Jason Bateman. This was a short story too. It was like an hour and 30, which I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Like it's just good. Like I feel like people are starting to like kind of want something like a little bit tighter now. You know, like the whole 3 hour
Yeah.
thing. It's leave it for James
Too
Gunn.
much.
Leave it for James Cameron and those folks. But I think that this was a good story. I would say if you're not a fan of basketball, this has nothing really to do with it. Well, it does, but like, I think it's a story about Nike more so, and I think, or some of you say Nike, and I think that
you know, I was just about to mention that to
Yeah.
Tammy in the comments, and also APB,
Yeah.
because they're Aussies. But all right, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So I call it Nike.
Mhm.
And you said Adidas. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but you say Adidas.
Adidas. That's how I would say it.
Yeah.
So
When I was in
curious.
when I was in England, people used to be like roast me, and I'm like, listen, I'll give you guys Adidas or whatever because it's German, but Nike is an American company, so we say Nike. Okay.
So you say Nike, not Nike.
Yeah, it's Nike. Yeah.
Oh, so I say that right? Okay,
Yeah, you do.
Good.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Go figure.
How do you guys? Of course, I'm right. What are you talking about? Yeah, let me know, Aussies. Is it? Do you say
Adidas.
Nike like that with the E on the end, or do you say Nike and then do you say
Aluminium.
Adidas or Adidas? I'm really curious. Anyway, we're going off topic and talking about dialect.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's because I'm here. You know, when I'm here, the show is always off the rails. You know, we're all every time I'm here, it's like we're talking about everything, man. So
yeah, for sure. Say aluminium. How do you say that? Aluminum.
Aluminum. Yep.
That's how you say it.
Aluminum. Yep. But you say aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's minium. Aluminum.
No, I mean, listen. You're right. Like
again,
no American can honestly look themselves in the face. They do, but you can't be like, all right, this is how you say it, because, I mean, we came after. It's really not rocket science, so it definitely is. And don't call it soccer. Oh God, if you call football soccer, it's World War III. So.
Yeah, we're not getting into that debate. Our friend Trev, who is very much into soccer, which he calls football, is not in the chat, thank God, because we would be in a lot of trouble. Anyways,
when you're an American, and last thing, when you're an American and here and you say football, because, you know, that's what people who are from Mexico say, people from South America say, Dominican Republic. Oh, everyone looks at you like you're being this posh sort of like person, because you're like, oh, you say football instead of soccer, and I'm like, this amount of people call it soccer, this amount of people call it football, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, the heated debate of our dialect and our language. We will another stream coming on that one, guys.
Yes, I know. Hey, people are chatting about it down below, so you know. But what else? Tell me, Miss Jamie Lee, what else have you watched?
I'm just going to touch on these super quick because I haven't gone too far into them. I started Superman and Lois. Have you done that?
Yes, but did not finish. I'm not caught up, but yes.
Cool. Same thing. I only started 2 episodes, but you know, I started.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought he was is a really good Superman. I think he's like, I don't want to say Henry Cavill, but CW's Henry Cavill. Yeah. Let's say that. Yes, I'm still bitter, friends. I know.
I
would never let that go.
It really felt like it was like this is like the adjacent series to Smallville.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels very Smallville-y, and I like it. It's good.
Yeah, and I love Smallville. Smallville to me is like one of the best TV series with superheroes of all time. So
I never finished it, but I should go. I should go back and finish it. I should watch this and I should watch that. But yeah, it's long. Wasn't it really long? Like,
you never finished Smallville? You would love it. Oh my God.
I did like it when I watched it, but like I was young. It was very long ago.
Yeah. I know it was. That is fair. Yeah.
Maybe I should go back. What's it even on these days? Like, what are you watching on?
I don't know because I watched it when I was in primary school and
Young.
in high school. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, so I started watching that, and then you would be super proud. And our other friend Taco, who's not currently here, I started watching Succession, and I really
Yes.
liked it. Yeah, so I'm
Yes.
about 6 deep now.
Yes.
Episodes, not seasons. I don't think there even is 6 seasons, but yeah,
3.
I love it.
Sorry.
Really good. 3 seasons.
Yes. Oh man, I've been on the Succession train since day one, and like, dude, I like, fuck off is like, I want to just get it tattooed on me right here. I just love it. That man. Oh, I wish they did.
If
I wish that. No, I was just gonna say, I wish that they did more with his like. Oh, well, you're not that far yet, so I won't say. But yeah, there's that show is phenomenal, and like, it's one of those things where you're like, dude, what? I will say that the first season is my favorite.
is it?
Yeah, I mean the rest are really good, but like that first season, I like when you get to the season finale, I was like, my mouth just drops. Like, what the did I just watch?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Who's your favorite character so far?
I just forgot his name. The
Brother,
one that looks like Superman. The one that looks
Roman.
like Superman. The one that looks like Spider-Man. Toby Maguire. Not H. Fuck, I can't
Um,
remember.
I'll look it up. Kendall
Oh,
Roy, Kendall Roy,
no,
Kendall
not
or
Kendall. I was about to plug your channel
Roman,
with Kendall though. Roman,
Roman. Oh yeah,
Romy.
Roman. Oh,
Yes,
Roman's the best. He's the best.
he's so funny. Just some of the stuff that he
Oh
says, and he's such an asshole. Like
yes,
he's
Kieran
so mean,
Culkin.
and I'm like,
Oh,
why do I like you? But I
he's the
do.
well.
He's my favorite
You
character.
love bad guys. You love the
I do.
villains.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for that. He had me from the start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
One
also
of
really like the dynamic between Shiv's
Shiv,
husband. I can't.
Shiv and
Yeah, Shiv's
Tom,
husband. Yes, Tom. That's him.
Matthew,
Yes.
Matthew, or Mr. What's his name, Mr. Darcy.
Is that the? Is that what they call him?
No, Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice.
No, I haven't watched Pride and Prejudice.
You never
Sorry,
see
I'll just
Pride and
back
Prejudice?
away
Oh, okay,
slowly.
yeah,
No.
no, whatever, yeah. It's no, it's like a
Anyway, I
really
really
classic
like.
rom com. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it. I really like them too. You know how they play off him as like an apprentice sort of thing. I really like their dynamic too. So yeah,
wait till you get to where we are in the present day. You're gonna
more
be like,
is
oh
coming.
boy, oh
I'm
boy.
so
But
scared. Yeah.
the internet really loves the internet's favorite characters. Definitely, I would say Roman because he's amazing. Logan is really great. But Greg, they love cousin Greg. Cousin
Greg,
Greg is
that's him. Greg and Tom. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
their dynamic duo. They're amazing.
I love them so much. One of my favorite parts was when they sent Greg to go get the slippers. I mean, I'm really early on, so there's probably better
Yeah.
moments than this, but they send him to go get the slippers and he takes like a whole episode to come back, and he comes back with the slippers, and then is it Marsha?
Yeah, Marsha. Yep.
Marsha. And she says, like, thank you, just put them over there, like we didn't really need them. And then
Right.
Tom goes, I bet you feel like Cinderella right now, or something like that. And he goes, yeah, like really excited. And he goes, so you want to fucking kiss Martha?
Right. Yeah.
Just like roast him. It's like,
It's
no. Or you want to kiss Logan or something like
yeah. Well,
funny.
the best part is that like it's such a pressure job, that like they all just feel like, oh my god, I gotta do this thing, and she's just like, they're just fucking slippers. I don't care about that. Like I asked you to do that hours ago. You know what I mean? But like he's so
just get out of my
stressed.
face.
There is a moment in season 3 between Greg and Logan just back and forth roasting that I almost pissed myself. It was so funny. Like really, like it was great. It really was. So
yeah, I can't wait. It's really funny, and I'm really into the whole corporate like dynasty. Like it gives me dynasty vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like rich guys, and
yep.
yeah, I like it. It's good. Sin, hi, thanks for joining. Can't wait to be on mic stream with you. Sorry. Yep.
Can I ask you a question because you're so early in the journey? I think it's kind of cool. But who do you think is going to get the company in the end? Bye, Tammy.
I mean, the obvious answer is, sorry, I should have put that up. was just blowing kisses to the air. It was technically to her. Sorry, guys. I mean, the obvious answer is Kendall.
Okay.
One would think, but I don't think Kendall can cope with pressure. Like he's not very good. But I would think that his, I guess, progression or character arc, I guess you could say, is that he learns to get good, or he becomes good to try and be better. Because I feel really sad for Kendall. I mean, okay, that doesn't happen clearly by your reaction.
No. It's just funny.
Look at this dumb bitch. She don't know shit. He dies.
No. It's just funny because the characters where they are now are just they are so different. So it's just funny to hear where you are right now. Like, some characters are just really the same and they grow. One more. Let me ask one more question. Is there anyone in the show that you could see like not making it, dying, getting kicked out the company, at where you are so far?
I mean, Roman, because he like jacks off on the window. So Roman definitely kicked out.
Oh my
and
God.
again, that's another one of my favorite scenes. Not that one specifically, but
no,
where,
yeah.
He's roasting Kendall and he says something along the lines of it's
He
something
just-
super corporate, like we need to rewrite the narrative, and he's like, yeah, you probably say that when you're masturbating. We need to rewrite the narrative.
Yeah. He just
God.
has Roman has so many of those great moments where like there's a line that he says down the line. I'll tell you because you're not gonna remember it. Where like Kendall is like talking about like, just being chill, man. Like he's like, I read on blah 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 that Buddhists say this, and he's like, oh yeah, you're a fucking Buddhist with your Gucci flip flops, totally, man. Like he just keeps it straight, and that's what I love about him. And honestly, Logan I think is pretty similar too. Logan is a straight shooter, but Logan's health issues are really like what make me like the whole time like I'm watching the show from the start to where I am now. I'm just thinking about his health issues the whole time. Like, well, that's how I felt or feel like the whole time. I'm just like, and it's weird because where I am right now, a lot of people don't talk about that. They don't talk about his health, but I'm like, this is a thing. So we'll see. You gotta ping me.
Yeah, I'll let you know along the way. But I honestly thought that the way like Marsha was like keeping him so private from everybody, like just up in the room there, that maybe he wasn't sick. Like maybe it was just all an act, or like he'd taken something to be sort of, sick. And then as time went on and Shiv went up and saw him in the room, I was like, oh, okay, he genuinely is sick. And like, I mean, he's like weeing everywhere and like he's not really in where I'm up to. He's not really all there at the moment.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't know who would get the company in the end.
It's definitely people forget about it. That's all I can say is people forget that about what you just mentioned in the first season. And like as you're watching season 2, season 3, I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, how much more time does this guy have? You know what I mean? So you and I will definitely have a chat about this once you get caught up.
So is this the end?
Months, so yeah.
In a year's time. Give me a year. So this is it now. It's okay.
It is the end. The creators and director, they said that they always knew this is the story that they wanted to tell, that they wanted it to be this short. And I think some of the actors, they're bittersweet about it, but I think it's one of those things where it's like we'd rather end where people want more than vice versa.
Yeah. And the good thing too is ending on your own terms. Like that's what I really love about Cobra Kai is that they are closing that chapter. Netflix aren't closing it. Sony aren't saying, we want to buy the rights to whatever. They are closing it. The big three are ending it how they want their story to be told. And I love that. It makes me so happy. But yeah, so Succession, I started that. We talked about Beef. And my last one is School Spirits. And I want to do a quick cheeky plug here because at first I was like, you know what? This is really young adult, very teenage, but it's good, man. It's really good. You are guessing the whole time who killed this girl. And it's this murder mystery. And yes, it's aimed towards young adults, but I also think based from the groups that I'm in on Facebook, there's a lot of older people, maybe primarily females, but there's a lot of older people too that really enjoy this. And it's this murder mystery. And I really like it. And I have an interview coming up with one of the main cast. And that'll be on my channel hopefully today or tomorrow. So I'm really proud of this project, probably because one of my Cobra Kai girls is in it. But even looking past that, the story's really good. It keeps you guessing, you're in suspense, and it's good. And now I'm going to chat. Well, I have chatted with Spencer, who's really great, and he's going to be on my channel very soon to promote that movie as well. So that show, sorry, it's a series. Yeah. So if you have Paramount Plus, definitely check that one out because I wouldn't sleep on it. It's really good.
Good for you. Good for you. Miss Jamie Lee, I always get in the interviews here. Like, this is why this woman is so phenomenal at what she does for real. Like, all jokes aside, like you're a beast. No, seriously, you're a beast. You're a beast. And doing that on top of everything else is awesome. I'm definitely gonna look for that. So yeah, it is on Paramount Plus, and so that's why I've been like hesitant to hop on there because I have like the ad version, I think, of Paramount. And watching things with ads is miserable. But this has been on my radar because the girl from Cobra Kai, what's her name? Like Peyton something.
Peyton List.
Yeah, I really liked her in Cobra Kai. So I was like, oh, okay, let me check this out. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. This is one I will add to my list for sure.
Yeah, and it's got this Sorry, I just got a message that I didn't.
That's okay.
Yeah, and it's also got, if you're into like Disney sort of things, I know there's like the Zombies franchise, the Disney version. It's like a musical sort of thing. Yeah. And Milo Manheim, I think that's how you say it. He's in it as well, and he's like super popular in like the I'm getting distracted.
That's okay. We love you anyway. We love you anyway. Miss Jamie Lee. Do.
Thanks for filling in the gaps there. I love that song. We still need to you should have been thinking about like a catchphrase for our opening song, like in the club. And today we could have merged. We could have been like Eminem, because like Guess Who's back again, and then we could.
You're right. That was on me. I totally dropped the ball there. Oh, I think we lost her for a second here.
There we go. We're not
she's back. Anymore. You're back.
Sorry.
All right. No, I was gonna hold it down and talk a little bit about some sex education. So you recommended that to me. And by the way, you're sitting here acting like I don't take your recommendations and I don't watch. You recommended this one to me, and I did watch it. And I fucking love this show. This show is amazing.
Oh yeah,
it's phenomenal. So it's so good. It's this. I'm gonna take a shot at big. What's it called? Big Mouth. Yeah, take a shot at Big Mouth. Big Mouth. Similar concept. Teach you concepts and all these things, but very weird show for me. I'm not a big fan of Big Mouth. Do you know that one? The animation on Netflix.
Yeah, but I've never watched it.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend. It's okay, but anyways, sex education does exactly that. It's got great drama pieces. Now, you asked me, who am I shipping? Now, where I was in the show, I am on season 3. I want to say episode like 4 or 5. Who am I shipping? Honestly, I don't like. I wanted Eric. I want Eric to find someone, but I don't want it to be Adam. Adam has grown a lot, but Adam bullied this guy. I'm like, to fall in love with this guy who bullied you, it's a little, I don't know, but they are sweet together. It seems as Raheem is trying to swoop his way into Adam, which I don't know about that. I would say Ruby and Otis, that was a cute couple. I thought that it worked. If the writers had the balls, they would have kept those two together. Let Ruby grow a little bit. Let Otis grow a bit. Maybe they fade out of love just because it's like that first love thing. But they want Maeve and Otis together. It feels that way, at least. It feels like they want them to be together. But I thought Ruby and Otis should have been together. And that's a shame. It is. And I really like this kid, Jackson Marchetti. I have a sneaky feeling that him and Amy may be together, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. I don't know. I love Amy. She's my
Yes, he's
favorite.
very funny.
Yeah.
There's not a lot I can really say on that because I don't really want to give anything away. And it's good, man. It's such a good show. So I'm not going to spoil anything there. But I'm really looking forward to watching the next season because I know that a lot of the cast are leaving. So I really wonder how that they're going to, yeah.
I think when I read, isn't it they're leaving for season 5? They're leaving for season 4.
Anyway,
Interesting.
anyway.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyway, we will see. I'm not
Okay.
going to leave. Anyway, we will see. I don't know shit. I just know from
Oh,
what
you
I've
do.
seen at the
You're
end.
connected. You're connected.
To
You know people.
no. But yeah, anyway, so that's really good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, what happens with all these casts gone and if they're going to bring, how they're going to recoup people, I guess you could say. And,
Sure.
speaking of that, actually, I mean, this was not on what I was supposed to talk about. So I'm sorry, I'm going to go a little bit off track for a sec.
No, go ahead.
And then we can just shut this down. But,
oh wait, you froze.
I'm freezing again.
There you go.
The internet's telling me
Get
go
back.
home, girl. Get off the internet. Yeah. So, not that I want to talk entertainment news, but Euphoria. I heard that they're doing a time jump with that. So I'm like,
Thank
wow,
God.
are they doing that because nobody wants to be in it anymore? Like,
No.
are we going to get Zendaya? Like she's got lots of projects and things. Like, are they doing that to recuperate people, or what's going to happen with that?
I think it does make sense. I think it makes sense for the story that they're telling. Yeah, where are you don't watch, right? You're not.
I did. Yeah,
Well,
and I hated it. Remember?
You're caught up. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it makes sense because, like, I mean, what more do they need to really do in that environment?
High
I think,
school.
like, yeah, I think it's like maybe you explore something more. I think people forget that this story is supposed to be about a girl overcoming addiction. That's what sort of pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie about, like, a lot of the internet is like people are so interested in, like, this, like, high school sort of catty girl thing back and forth and the drama, and, like, that's part of it. But, like, this story is about Rue. This is about a story about a girl who's an addict, and, like, I feel like that's where, like, the best drama of the show is, like, the whole, oh, you slept with my boyfriend and all, like, that's a byproduct of it all, but it's like that's not really that interesting to me. But like fans are really
pissed. To the audience, the people like in these groups that I'm in that are Euphoria based, that is all they talk about. Maddie versus Cassie, Caddy. Yeah, it's like,
they're missing it, I think, and I think that's why they get so frustrated. Like, there's a couple characters like Kat. Like, there was certainly some things that they could do with Kat, but like again. Yeah, same. No, seriously, same. Like this, like she has complained a ton, and I'm just like, well, your character is like you're a supporting character, like it doesn't even make sense for you got a lot of screen time for someone who probably shouldn't have, and so
you shouldn't.
And I think that there's this, and it's not just her. There's a lot of characters like that where it felt like they're getting a lot of screen time. Like the whole thing with Nate Jacobs. Like, that's interesting and it's drama, and like I'm sure he's handsome to look at, but like. Even that at some point probably should have like faded out a little bit and get back to more of the stuff with Rue, because when Rue has that moment where she's like banging on the door and then like she's like, give me my fucking drugs, and then Hunter Schafer's character, Jules, like she's in the living room just like waiting on her,
listening.
And like and Rue gets embarrassed. Like, that to me was genius.
That's
like,
real.
That was such a like great moment. But then you have these people talking about Cassie and Maddie, and I'm like, why does that interest you more than this? It's weird, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's probably, like you said, it depends on the audience and stuff too, because it's certainly a show for younger audiences, but at the same time, it's got a lot of adult like topics and issues that maybe they aren't even mature enough to really process,
That's the whole reason. Hi, Mr. Rock. That's the whole reason why I have an issue with it from the start, because I was like, if these girls, or not girls, but if this group were in high school, were in university, this wouldn't be an issue for me. I would be like, okay, they're a little bit older. Yep, got it. The sex, the drugs, everything else can come in without this being awkward, because that's what it was for me when I watched. Almost every scene with Cassie where like they were talking about older men hitting on her, older men taking advantage of her, older men nudity, like everything was just older men, younger women, and it made me sick, honestly, watching it. So I was a bit turned off. I was like, oh.
And honest, in fairness to Sam, and like I agree with you. It does make you sick to watch that, but like there are some people, I think, especially in America, who like to pretend that this stuff isn't going on, and it is. It happened like when I was in college, it was very abundant in like almost, I would say, north of 60% of the women, because I went to primarily female college. I think it was like 60%. You would hear all the time women talking about like, oh yeah, an older guy approached me when I was in high school, or yeah, like, you know, someone approached me with it. It's a very scary, real thing that happens. It's gross to look at and watch, but I think my issue with Sam and Euphoria in general is like, I think there should be a better response to how to handle some of these things in the show. You know, it's like we're seeing these gross things happen, but not really giving young women solutions or tools to be like, and you don't really want like this man savior to come in and, hey, leave these girls alone. But like, there's ways for women, young women, to be empowered and be like, yo, fuck this, or this is fucked up. And you see that in sex education when Maeve goes with Amy and like those girls rally around it. Like that's a real moment. Yeah.
And that's the shit that we need to see, because that's the shit that's inspiring. Euphoria glorified it. They were Maddie was bragging about her lying about her age to sleep with this older man when she was like 13 or 12 or 13, something really young. And I was like, why are we encouraging that in this day and age that we live in? I mean, maybe I'm being a grumpy old lady right now. I'm being a grandma. I don't know. But I was like, this is not the message that we should be sending. And I get that the whole show's stuffed up, and that's the point. Nobody's normal. Everybody's so messed up. But I just got creepy vibes watching it, and I felt sick watching stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not keen on the Euphoria, man.
Ironically, no, I was go ahead. Sorry. Go. Sorry.
I'm just happy for it to shut down. I'm like, give us a season, shut it off. I really am. And I know you guys and I know there's a big audience and a big market for it, but I'm like,
Euphoria put the Circle Club on the map, so I'm always going to be happy about that, because like like my audience was like heavily every week we were in the chats and talking about that, so I'm super excited about it. But I think there's a lot of good in there. There's definitely some bad. I think that overall, though, like what disappointed me is we made predictions for season 3, me and Talia, and we were like, yeah, this season I want to see more like the solutions and positivity and like how they can turn that around. So if we don't get that in season 4, I think it'd be a massive failure and just like a very, very just missing the boat thing. And like you can tell too that they sort of were listening to some of the talk on Twitter, like we got into, like, oh, I want the drama, I want this. When you go back, because I actually watched episode 1 of Euphoria like maybe a couple months ago. It's very clear to me that this is supposed to be a story about Lexi and Rue and like their friendship and how like they separate and go their separate ways and things like that. And they just, as you said, they really missed the ball. So I think ending it next season makes total sense. So yeah. But all right, guys, I think we are about to wrap this thing up. Let us know in the comments what you all watching.
I'll just quickly, Sin's one I left out before, and Dan just commented on it too. So she recommends I See You, starring Helen Hunt on Netflix. She thinks that's really good. And also Dan agrees that, check that one out. What I have coming up, which I'm excited to be watching, is going to be Rise of the Pink Ladies, Grease. I love Grease. It's so much nostalgia for me. You're not keen on it?
No. Like... I have a good friend on TikTok who she's been like raving about this show, and she's like, oh my god, I love it, and she said it's really good. I've heard mixed things, but she was saying it was awesome, it was great. She's like, if you like Grease, you will love this. And like, so I'm excited for you. That was supposed to be my reaction. We're like, damn, jealous for you. Yeah.
All right, well, that's what I'm going to hit up next. And also Ghosted, which is America's Ask, Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yes,
Ana de Armas?
yes.
Ana? I call
Ana
it
de
Ana. Anyway.
Arma. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got a series coming out called Ghosted. I'm keen to watch that one.
That's on
And
Apple, right?
yeah, Apple. And
Mm-hmm.
then movie-wise, Renfield is coming up. So the Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, Dracula. So I'm keen to watch that.
I said no
Yes.
to an early screener for that.
You are an idiot. You are an idiot. Bless her little heart. The little girl that I interviewed, who was in Stranger Things, she is in this movie, and she had a really epic. I mean, she's still in it, but she had a really epic, like fight scene. And that's being cut. So she just put up a little post on Instagram saying that like the main part was cut. She's still in it, but she was a little bit disheartened. And I just think like that's entertainment industry.
She was awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That to me, it's funny you mentioned that. To me was like that was like probably the first video I saw of yours where I was like, no, I think Jamie Lee's gonna make it, because like you really in that interview. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
You
like
suck my ass too much.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. Like because she didn't have a huge role, but like the way you interviewed her in that, it was super interesting. Like go and watch this Stranger Things interview with that Jamie Lee did guys, because it was very good and it gave you great insight. So as far as what I'm watching,
what are you watching?
Dave is coming out. It's on Hulu. He's this rapper in America, white rapper, Jewish rapper. So it's super funny. He's a comedic rapper. That's really awesome. Abbott Elementary, I watch every single week. It's a session. I'm trying to get back into Ted. I got to finish Last of Us. I'm gonna go. I know. I'm gonna go back and watch Invincible. Because that show was incredible, dude. Like it was so good. But personally, I've been doing some creative writing on the side, so like I've been super focused on that, and just trying to get my stuff back together. But I only got one episode left of The Last of Us, so I'm gonna try to find some time to watch that, dude.
Priorities.
I mean, John Wick. Nothing is gonna top. That is at the top. Like as far as going to movie theaters and stuff, I want to watch that in the next 48 hours. So
okay,
John Wick.
All right. Well, first on your list is Last of Us, and then next on your list is The Walking Dead, and then we can start talking some One Piece.
Oh my god, folks! Hit my page. Videos a minute and 30 seconds. It explains why you want to watch One Piece. Shameless plug. I apologize. I hate doing that, but like it's
you hate it so much. Circle Club links are in the description.
No, it's so tacky. I hate that, but like it is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh no! What is? I'm curious because I can't read people. This is why I love voice messages, because I can understand what people mean. You know, like if they're being sarcastic or not.
Oh yeah.
Is that sarcasm? Did you like it, Sin, or did you not like it? I'm so confused. I've heard nothing but good things.
Nothing would tell. Like this is like our friend who likes Fast and Furious. Like John Wick. John Wick. I want them to do John Wick all the way to 10, 80. 30, 40. Yeah.
Oh, she didn't like it. Okay. I haven't watched your review. To be fair, I haven't watched it because I haven't even watched John Wick 1. So I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
So if you watch her, head on over to her page too, by the way. She watches a whole bunch of stuff. She's so good. I'm doing a stream with her with Mike very soon. We're just spat at my screen. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm doing a stream with Mike very soon. He's doing a charity, and here's a cheeky plug for Mike because I love that guy. He's doing a charity stream very soon, and it goes for like 10 or 12 hours. And the money that's raised goes towards an animal charity, which is really, really beautiful for him.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And anyway, Sin's going to be on there. And when he was teaming people up, because he's really nice and gives me priority, I was like, Sin, oh man, I'm gonna feel dumb again, because she watches like a really good range of movies, and
I can see that.
Yeah, like her range is really good. And every time I'm with people like that, I'm always like, I haven't watched it. But you know what I do like? Barbie. Some so off the rails with him. But yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. Subscribe. So this is actually kind of funny. So Sin, I have never hit your page. Well, I hit your page one time before. Ironically, even though we never have communicated, it was your reaction to Bill Burr. So I have seen your videos before. That's so funny. But I just commented, and I'll definitely check that stuff out. But yeah, give Jamie Lee a subscribe, everyone, and subscribe. Let her know what you think. But this has been very fun, and hopefully Miss Jamie Lee will have me on if she's not too busy interviewing The Rock or Kevin Hart or someone.
Don't. I would be getting a divorce if I interviewed The Rock, man.
Oh, stop
Sorry,
it!
Jason.
Stop it!
No, just kidding. Anyway, thank you so much for everybody who has jumped on our stream, whether you were chatting or if you're watching after the fact. We really appreciate you guys, and I'm so grateful, Tyrone, that you jumped back in. And we got to do this stream again because life gets busy and things get in the way. So I really appreciate you jumping on. Great to meet you.
Absolutely. Likewise, and I just subscribed to you. But I'm saving your John Wick video because I might have to make a reaction to your reaction if I like
Right?
John Wick,
There's gonna be a duel going on here. Get your ones out, everybody.
Yeah. No, but this has been great. This has been fun. It's been really fun just everyone chatting and catching up and seeing everyone. So thank you all for showing up, and Jamie Lee's the best. So make sure you subscribe and share her stuff for sure.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate that. And yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys have a great Easter. And yeah, thank you again for jumping on and either communicating with us live or watching after the fact. We really appreciate you guys. So take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.